Malaysia hails Ethiopia's support over BRICS membership. Government's reform agenda starting to show results exceed expectations. Salam Malaysia Madani, you're watching Malaysia Tonight. I am Olivia Nicholas. Malaysia appreciates Ethiopia's full and unequivocal support in its journey towards becoming a BRICS partner country. According to Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim, Ethiopia as a member of BRICS has been an important pillar for Malaysia's application to join the bloc, which collectively accounts for 1/5 of global trade. In a joint press conference with Ethiopian Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed Ali, Dato Sri Anwar noted that Ethiopia has achieved phenomenal growth over the years and has become an important partner for Malaysia on the African continent. He highlighted some of the commendable advancements of the landlocked state, including its economy, governance, anti-corruption initiatives, quality of education and airlines.
And I think, in all humility, I must say, in Malaysia, we should emulate your success, learn from your experience, and sharing part of our experience and contribution in trying to make sure that Malaysia remains a stable, peaceful country, but at the same time, propel its economy.
Meanwhile, Dr. Abiy said both countries agreed to deepen collaboration across several key areas, including agriculture, industry, mining, trade and investment.
There are plenty of opportunities from both sides. The discussion was very fruitful so as to enhance our cooperation in all sectors. And I take this opportunity to encourage Malaysian businesses to seize the opportunity in Ethiopia, which is rapidly growing economy. There are lots of opportunities. My administration and myself are devoted to support private sector from Malaysia.
On another note, Dr. Abiy expressed Ethiopia's interest in learning from Malaysia about federal governance, modernizing cities and building infrastructure. Earlier, Dr. Abiy and Dato Sri Anwar held a private meeting to discuss bilateral relations and exchange views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. The Agriculture and Food Security Ministry has confirmed a 5% drop in rice production by the Kamubu Agricultural Development Authority and Muda Agricultural Development Authority over the past year due to drought and flooding. However, Minister Dato Sri Mohammed Sabu said that production levels are expected to improve as the new rice planting season progresses.
Selama ini kita pengeluaran dalam 61% dengan tolak 5%. Tapi yang kata tadi pemulihan sedang berlaku balik. Macam kita kata kadang tanam semula dan hasilnya sudah start tanam dan kita nampak dia akan pulih sedikit lah. Dan keadaan padi di Selangor, di Sekincan dan ala Sekincan yang diusahakan di Selangor meningkat hasil. Dan kita lihat awal suku pertama tahun depan kita boleh nampaklah akan pulih.
Dato Sri Mohammed Sabu also noted that Sarawak will become Malaysia's third rice bowl after Kedah and Kelantan, increasing the rice supply and helping to meet the demands in the future. He said rice cultivation works have already started in an area of 10,000 hectares with an allocation of 500 million ringgit. Hospitals will be one of the 7 areas to be given priority by the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission (MCMC) on matters related to resolving connectivity issues. This is due to government hospitals still facing the problem of in-building coverage for mobile phone usage and the lack of provision of 5G technology infrastructure that can be adapted to the use of medical applications.
Di kawasan saya contohnya Pusat Perubatan Universiti Melaya isu yang dihadapi adalah di setengah-setengah tingkat, setengah-setengah blok, setengah-setengah ward mungkin ada masalah internet, juga seperti di hospital Serdang. Jadi pertama, kita menyelesaikan masalah asas. Kedua, kita ingin pastikan penyediaan satu prasarana 5G bagi hospital dapat disesuaikan dengan penggunaan aplikasi.
The minister also described the MCMC and the ministry's attendance at the Malaysia International Healthcare Megatrends 2024 convention as timely for highlighting the importance of connectivity in the health sector, especially for several applications.
Kalau kita lihat di MIH Megatrends ni, dia memanfaatkan HoloLens yang mana untuk doktor-doktor pakar, mereka mungkin perlu melihat saringan ataupun beberapa image yang telah dikumpulkan, sama ada MRI dan sebagainya. Ada beberapa syarikat seperti TM1 yang mula memanfaatkan AI untuk membantu hospital-hospital melakukan persiapan ataupun membantu dalam proses pengesahan appointment. Jadi ini sangat-sangat baru, belum lagi roll out secara meluas.
As such, he hopes more hospitals, be it private or public, will study and adopt applications and technologies that can be used with 5G speed. The Ministry of Health, MOH, is prepared to amend existing laws related to mental health to address cases where individuals deemed insane use the mental health card to avoid severe punishment. Health Minister Dato' Sri Dr. Zulkifli Ahmad said any amendment to the law would require careful examination. He said the issue would be discussed further at the ministry's post-cabinet meetings and referred to the ministry's legal advisers.
Pastinya memerlukan kita meneliti, dan saya memandang kepada Datuk DG untuk merhatikan, kerana ini is a technical issue. I mean, especially it involve perkara yang terkait dengan procedures and protocol whatever. So saya minta kalau Datuk DG kita boleh pertimbangkan.
He said this to reporters after the opening of the Malaysia International Healthcare Megatrends Conference 2024. Dato' Sri Dr. Zulkifli said the ministry takes such cases seriously and would consider all aspects to get a comprehensive understanding of the issues involved. This followed a discontent over a recent incident where 3 students from University Technology Maradugun, Terengganu died after being hit by a car driven by a woman. The driver who caused the accident was allegedly mentally unstable or suffered from mental health issues. A total of 12 local authorities PBT have had their status downgraded in the Local Authorities Star Rating System PBT after anti-corruption elements were incorporated into the evaluation system starting this year. The element was introduced to ensure the country can improve its position in the Corruption Perception Index in line with the National Anti-Corruption Strategy 2024 to 2028.
Untuk makluman semua, buat pertama kali dalam sejarah, kita masukkan elemen anti-corruption dalam sistem penarafan bintang PBT. Katakan dulu dia mungkin 5 bintang, sekarang dimasukkan dalam sistem penilaian baru iaitu anti-rasuah, maka dia jatuh ke 4 bintang. 4 bintang jatuh ke 3 bintang. Tapi juga ada yang naik, ada yang meningkat. Dan tahun ini, kita untuk memastikan pentarafan bintang ini betul-betul mencerminkan prestasi PBT masing-masing.
Nga said the local authorities that have been downgraded through the SPBBBT will be offered with counselling sessions as an effort to help them regain their ratings. Met after attending the 2024 Local Authority Convention today, the Minister also conveyed his message to all local authorities regarding several important aspects in the new direction for local authorities, particularly the need to enhance integrity in order to serve as a model for public service. The National Service Training Program PLKN 3.0 will be implemented in stages from next January. Deputy Defence Minister Adli Zahari said that for a start, the program would be held at 2 military camps in Kuala Lumpur and Pahang before being expanded to 13 other camps nationwide once fully implemented in 2026. Adli said an estimated 500 participants would be chosen for the program's January implementation and the number would be increased in the June intake.
Kita akan gunakan 2 camp dulu. Jumlahnya kita akan lihat kepada keperluan-keperluan itulah. Kita akan tengok dulu jumlah berdasarkan kepada kemampuan camp kita lah. Tapi kita akan mulakan Januari itu sebagai pilot project lah, satu batch dulu.
He said this after officiating the handing over of the Malacca state-level project Jiwa Murni, which was also attended by the commander of the 3rd Division, Major General Dato Zahari Muhammad Arifin. He said the PLKN 3.0 would target participants aged 16 to 35 from among students in Form 4, Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia, SPM, leavers and students from institutions of higher learning. Malaysia and Vietnam should nurture close bilateral ties, particularly in trade, in a strategic move to strengthen regional cooperation. Dewan Rakyat Speaker Tan Sri Johari Abdul, who is also the 46th ASEAN Inter-Parliamentary Assembly President, said as both nations find themselves neck and neck in the trade sector, they both should adopt a collaborative approach that foster mutual growth rather than view each other solely as competitors.
In terms of trade, we are neck to neck with Vietnam, So as much as we want to be their competitor, but as ASEAN spirit is concerned, we should grow together. So that win-win situation, rather than be a negative competitor, look at a positive competitor. How we can share data, share the experiences, share the technology. After all, we are living in the same environment.
Tan Sri Johari said this after delivering his keynote address at the Youth Economic Forum 2024 at the Malaysia International Trade and Exhibition Centre today. He said positive competition reflects a broader trend among ASEAN member states where collaboration is seen as crucial for collective progress. Malaysia and Thailand are collaborating to promote cross-border tourism through the launch of the SelfDrive Tourism initiative to raise awareness about tourism routes and activities in both countries. The initiative also supports the Visit Malaysia Year 2026 campaign. The Deputy Secretary-General Tourism of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Dr. Yasmin Yasim, said the initiative was initiated by the Malaysia-Thailand Joint Task Force for Tourism Cooperation in an effort to enrich the travel experience while fostering deeper cultural exchange between the two countries.
This is a momentous event whereby this is another dimension that enhances the tourism relationship between Malaysia and Thailand. And hopefully the launching of the fund map and the self-drive tourism initiative will increase and improve the movements of tourists between Malaysia and Thailand and vice versa.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Governor of International Affairs for the Tourism Authority of Thailand, TAT, Patranrong Na Chiang Mai, stated that Thailand recognizes Malaysia's contribution to its tourism market, with about 4 million Malaysians expected to visit the country this year.
This is only the beginning of our chapter to cooperate. We will have to cooperatively enhance our tourism industry between two countries, because it's not only to bridging our cultures, it's still foster our mutual understanding and also driving the economic growth. So I think that this is a good start, and after that we will have continue other activities.
At the same event, Dr. Yasmin and Patranong flagged off over 50 vehicles from Malaysia and Thailand participating in the cross-border journey, thus engaging in cultural exchange between the two countries. In response to the devastation caused by the tropical typhoon Rasmi, which triggered widespread flooding and landslides in the Philippines, the Royal Malaysian Air Force has deployed a helicopter to support the humanitarian assistance and disaster relief mission. In a statement today, TUDM stated that this deployment demonstrates the Malaysian government's commitment to humanitarian assistance, providing crucial air logistics support to help deliver disaster relief supplies to affected communities in the Philippines. The EC-725AP helicopter from No. 5 Squadron departed from Labuan Air Base at 7 a.m. today, bound for Willamore Air Base in Manila. The mission is led by Major Thados Rafael A.K. Aziz, accompanied by a team of 15 personnel. Willamore Air Base will serve as the hub for the relief mission, with the TUDM team transporting aid supplies to disaster-affected areas designated by the Philippine government, including Pili Airport in Naga City and Daraga Albay International Airport. In a related development, 3 other Southeast Asian nations, Singapore, Brunei and Indonesia, are also sending assistance to the Philippines to support recovery efforts. At a news forum in Quezon City, Office of Civil Defence Administrator Under Secretary Ariel Nepomuceno said these countries would deploy their air assets to assist in delivering relief to affected regions. Nepomuceno did not mention further details about the assistance, but noted that any additional help is a sign of solidarity with its partners. In a statement today, the Singaporean Ministry of Defence confirmed that the Singaporean Armed Forces is deploying One Republic of Singapore Air Force C-130 transport aircraft to aid in humanitarian efforts in the country. The aircraft will provide airlift support to deliver humanitarian aid supplies to communities affected by the storm. Still ahead in our business segment, all government services to be accessible via My Digital ID. The government's reform agenda has started to be implemented and producing results that exceed expectations. Deputy Prime Minister Dato Sri Fadillah Yusof said this is due to the efforts of every level of the administration, including local authorities, who have a major role in driving the country's economic growth. Dato Sri Fadillah said that with the government's determination and commitment to empower and support the implementation of good governance in the public service, this reform effort has brought positive effects through several positive economic indicators.
Bila kita bicarakan soal kekuatan ekonomi dan kekuatan ringgit, jelas negara Malaysia sedang menuju ke arah landasan yang tepat. Ringgit semakin menokok naik dengan peningkatan dan limpahan pelaburan asing. Kesemua indikator ini adalah disumbangkan secara langsung menerusi hala tuju dan pelaksanaan dasar yang jelas, serta didukung dengan kestabilan politik di setiap peringkat.
The Deputy Premier said besides that, the localization of foreign direct investments to Malaysia is also driven by the principle of ease of doing business. Efforts implemented by the local authorities to expedite the approval period for development plans and planning permission are indirectly believed to be able to improve the investment environment in addition to increasing the country's competitiveness. The government aims to make My Digital ID accessible across all government platforms with a single sign-on feature as part of efforts to streamline the digitalization of government services. Digital Minister Gobind Singh Deo said the government will announce initiatives to boost public confidence in the My Digital ID application in the first quarter of next year.
Di mana kita harap bahawa kita boleh meyakinkan lagi rakyat untuk menggunakan tertingkap ini sebagai sebagai app untuk mereka mendapat akses kepada perkhidmatan digital kerajaan. So bergerak ke depan, kita harap bahawa semua perkhidmatan yang disediakan oleh setiap kementerian dapat disatukan di bawah satu platform.
He said this at the Digital Ministry and Malaysia Digital Economy Corporation's MDEC Corporate Social and Responsibility Program at the Desa Temuan Orang Asli village in Petaling Jaya. The single sign-on feature allows users to log in with just one account for multiple services. Launched in November last year, My Digital ID is currently integrated with several government applications, including My Sejahtera, the MyGov portal and the Human Resources Management Information System mobile as of 2nd of October. Meanwhile, Gobind Singh Deo said the Digital Ministry has acknowledged the importance of empowering micro, small and medium-sized enterprises, MSMEs, to leverage artificial intelligence, AI and digital technology. He explained that this encourages them to pivot towards new business models that optimize operations and enhance economic potential. Gobind Singh Deo said the government has initiated several programs to support the adoption of digital technology, as the MSME sector represents nearly 97% of businesses in Malaysia. He said his ministry maintains close contact with industry bodies and MSME associations. He noted that people need to understand that traditional methods may not yield the same benefits as modern approaches. It is essential for MSMEs to recognize that adaptation is not optional if they want to avoid being left behind. He added once there is awareness, the government can focus on providing support to help them rebuild and redefine their businesses in line with technological advancements. Amid stable global economic growth, the manufacturing sector is expected to strengthen by 4.5% next year, mainly driven by implementation of major policies such as the new Industrial Master Plan 2030 and National Semiconductor Strategy. Both domestic and export-oriented industries continue to uphold the sector's performance in line with resilient domestic demand and favourable external environment. On the domestic front, production in household and consumer goods-related industries such as food, beverages and textiles is expected to sustain. This is in line with supportive policy measures such as salary adjustment for civil servants and the EPF flexible account with withdrawal, which will stimulate consumer spending. In addition, favourable tourist arrivals in conjunction with major international events will spur the demand for consumer goods. The export-oriented industries is also expected to continue its growth trajectory in line with higher global demand for electronic components. The electrical, electronic and optical products subsector is expected to accelerate further, mainly underpinned by sustained demand for intermediate products. This includes advanced chips which are used in next-generation smartphones and other consumer devices. The services sector is projected to grow by 5.5% next year, buoyed by expansion in all subsectors. The growth will mainly emanate from continuous consumer spending as well as robust business and tourism-related activities. The wholesale and retail trade subsector will remain as the key contributor to the services sector with a projected growth of 4.7%. The increase is anticipated to be mainly driven by the retail segment through high adoption of technologies by traditional and large-scale traders, as well as utilization of social media and online shopping platforms. The motor vehicle segment is also expected to remain robust pursuant to the introduction of new models equipped with innovative and advanced features. The transportation and storage subsector is anticipated to grow by 10.4%, buoyed by all segments following the expansion in rail, highway, port and airport activities. The land transport segment is projected to increase attributed to the additional 27 new train sets for the LRT Kerana Jaya line and is expected to increase daily ridership and reduce waiting time. Likewise, the air transport segment is projected to increase, supported by resumption of direct flights to key destinations as well as thriving air cargo activities due to traders' preference over maritime shipment following continuous disruptions caused by the Red Sea crisis. Malaysia, as a small and open economy, needs to ensure that it is well prepared and has the necessary buffers to face the changing global economic environment. In doing so, Bank Negara Malaysia BNM Governor Datuk Seri Abdul Rashid Ghaffur said one important element in the process is the diversification of economy, which provides a shield to help the country absorb any challenges that arise. The governor noted that Malaysia is quite well integrated into the global supply chain, leading to numerous opportunities for the region, particularly for Malaysia. Datuk Seri Abdul Rashid explained that this is partly due to deglobalization, which has reconfigured the global supply chain, prompting the region to strengthen its focus on areas where it has a comparative advantage. In Malaysia's case, he said electrical and electronics E&E is one of its key strengths. He said Malaysia is exploring new opportunities within the E&E sector, particularly in high-value-added activities such as artificial intelligence and advanced packaging. This will create high-value jobs and foster strong domestic economic linkages. Bursa Malaysia is expected to trade within a narrow range on cautious mode amid geopolitical uncertainties. UOB Kay Hian Wealth Advisors Head of Investment Research Muhammad Sedek Jantan said geopolitical uncertainties, particularly Japan's upcoming general election and the United States presidential election, would weigh on market sentiments. Muhammad Sedek said the outcome of Japan's election may alleviate some regional uncertainty as it could have significant implications for the Bank of Japan's monetary policy. The Bank of Japan's recent rate hike to 0.25% has already increased borrowing costs, diminishing the appeal of yen-denominated carry trades and contributing to a broader decline in global stock markets. Muhammad Siddiq added given the current regional and global uncertainties, he anticipates the FTSE Bursa Malaysia KLCI to trade within the 1,640 to 1,645 range in the coming week. He also said a quarter-point rate cut by the U.S. Federal Reserve is anticipated next month, although expectations for an additional reduction in December have moderated. This dovish outlook could provide relief to growth-sensitive sectors, particularly if borrowing costs stabilize and risk sentiment improves. Proton's first electric vehicle, the E-Mas 7, is now open for booking and is expected to be priced at 120,000 ringgit. Proton New Energy Technology Centre and Berhad Chief Executive Officer Zhang Xing said the promising growth of the local EV market, supported by the nation's energy transition policy, signals an optimistic future for its models. Zhang said Proton aims to be a leader in the market, but the key is to provide excellent service to its Malaysian customers and establish a comprehensive EV ecosystem. He added the company is committed to developing its own ecosystem, including its application and charging map. Proton E-Mas 7 previously made its debut as part of the 2024 National Day Parade, alongside its other models, reflecting Proton as the national car maker's evolution over its 41-year history. Its front-mounted electric motor produces 160 kilowatts and 320 newton meters of torque, enabling it to accelerate from 0 to 100 km per hour in 6.9 seconds. That concludes this evening's Malaysia Tonight. In our top story, Malaysia hails Ethiopia's support over BRICS membership. Do tune in to World Today, coming up tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. on TV2. Till then, I'm Olivia Nicholas. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic night.